What is up, everyone? It's Grim here. Hello! I know this is a bit weird, it's a bit different. You can actually see me now. Stop trying to rub the corner of your screen. Just like, what the fuck is... Just get that away. No. Sorry. I'm here. This is not before people rage, because people get very upset on YouTube if you start taking stream footage and dumping it on YouTube. This is not stream footage. It's recorded just for you, but I fancy being in the pic. I've been doing a lot of streaming recently. Shameless plug. And quite enjoy being on stream. Makes you sound really narcissistic. You know what I mean. Anywho, this is not about any of that. As you can see, the glorious, glorious Christmas tree in the middle of Ogrimmar is right in front of me. It's right in front of me. And never has there been a more apt setting, shall we say, for the current state of Blizzard. Generally the games industry as a whole, but with the beautiful, right in front of us, this beautiful Christmas tree in the centre of Ogrimmar. And then, over there's the bank. And over there's the auction house. So fucking true. So, I suppose I should start by saying Merry Christmas, everyone. I know, my God, the time is flying by. We are almost at the big day. As you can see, the tree was up in Ogrimmar. We are just in the video in the background. By the way, I am playing right now. Look, I'm going to move my screen around. Woo! This is me playing. But we're just going to go on long flights, majestically seeing the landscape. If you can see the demon head, he's somewhere on the screen right now. By the way, that's because my pet isn't out. That's all that is. It's a tell me when that tells me that you don't have your pet active. Because if any of you play a warlock, you know that your pet dies in about 2 seconds. And I just need something that says to me, by the way, your pet's dead. Anyway, that's all that is. What are we going to talk about today? Oh my God, there's so much. Yes, there's so much at the moment. I would say I'd just talk about Blizzard, but you got Bethesda knocking it out the park. Fallout 76 was a dream. What I said, there's a good friend of mine that streams as well, and he's trying to grow his channel, as we all are. And the game he picked, he bought the collector's edition, really funky, nice. Fallout 76 to give away on stream to get more views. Yep, you're correct, phone, to give me the rip ding dong. Rip ding dong. Yeah, Fallout 76, and then they just compound it by doxing people and then not giving them bags, and it's a clusterfuck. And it seems to be a reoccurring theme at the moment in the games industry, that they are excelling at not understanding their customers and being all about that money. Hence the little bit at the beginning about the Christmas tree, the symbol of hope. The fact that us nerds will log in on Christmas Day. And you joke, but Christmas Day around the base of that tree will be packed with people. Why? Because we love this game. We love it so much. And that's part of our tradition. Me and Cuddles, we will be up first thing in the morning, and that'll be the first thing we do. Seriously. We'll go grab a cup of coffee, so it won't be the first. But you know what I mean. Don't get like that. Grab a cup of coffee, and then we'll sit down and we'll literally open our WoW presents, see what we got, then log out for the day, and we're done. And we'll go and do the family stuff. But that is like, we love doing that. And it's become a tradition now for us to do that. But sadly, games seem to be, or games companies I should say, seem to be moving further away from the things that make us happy and more into the realms of things that frustrate us and annoy us. We've recently had 8.1 come out in World of Warcraft. And it was, to be fair, I don't think it was a bad patch. I know a lot of people are saying 8.1 is just a shit patch. I don't think it is. I think the problem is that BFA has had a content drought, for want of a better term. It has forced you down 3 particular routes: Raid, Mythic Plus, or PvP. And certain aspects of each of those are broken, but they're your 3 avenues. And I know people say it's always been that way, but it's very much, it's that, or you kind of got Arathi Highlands to do every now and again. Alright? Enjoy. Plus World Quest. Did you forget World Quest? Don't forget World Quest. We put, in Islands, we put a lot of our dev team on making the AI for those bots. Probably more than we should have done if we think about it now. But anyway. So people are having a big issue with the launch of BFO. And I think 8.1 has come along, and 8.1 is literally how the game should have launched. Now I'm not defending Blizzard for doing that. I'm as frustrated, as annoyed as anybody. I play this literally 8 hours a day, every day, And so I'm as frustrated as everybody else. But that's what it feels like. 8.1 is the band-aid. It's what should have launched. And then now, which would make sense. So imagine when BFA launched, we had everything that was in 8.1. Boom, that was the line for the game. And now, rather than the 8.1 we got, we'd be getting the 8.2 content. It would feel much more fresh. People would be a lot more happier. They'd be like, yep, okay, they'd be enthused for what we're getting. And then kind of Blizzard, as I say, released 8.1, and then the only way I can describe it was kind of just really got their pants down and took a big poop on everybody and said, by the way, Valkyrian mount's out if you want to go and check that out. Maybe get that as a nice mount. Enjoy that. We give that to you with our love. Like, really? Now, I get this thing's been in development for ages, absolute ton of time, and is in no way related to the fact that the BFA has just come out. It's got nothing to do, I hasten to add, with the fourth quarter results that need to come out. It's got nothing to do with that. Don't be cynical. Why are you so cynical? Couldn't be anything to do with that. It's not. Just no. Alright? No. Anywho, push it on the side. Do you know what would be even worse if when they bring out, because they will bring it out, we all know they do it, the Valkyrian, that's the Valkyrian mount. Ooh, you're naughty. You're naughty, because we've got hyenas now, so what's the fucking point of a hyena? It might be a little Valkyrian mount. Anyway, speculation aside, this is not what this is about. Should we get on with what the topic of this video is meant to be about? Should we do that? We're like 7 minutes in. Apologies, guys. I haven't spoken to you guys for a while, so it's nice to just touch base, and it's really weird having the camera. I'm loving it. So, you guys probably are not. You're like covered up that corner. Just like put a blanket across the corner of that screen just to cover it up. So, we've got all this fun stuff, and then to top it all off, it is, as we know, the time for Christmas, the time for giving. The EU store finally came out. Now, for those of you in the US, you won't get how big a deal this is for us. The reason being, come on, Grim. Get up. Get your legs moving. The reason being is because when we order things from the US store, from anywhere else in the world, we get taxed very heavily. FedEx decide to slap us with ridiculously sized bills, and it just makes... Ooh, 700 Azerite. Sorry about that little segue cut there. We're now flying majestically to Ratchet. So, we've now got Christmas here. We've got the Christmas store in EU. We're happy. This is good. But, sadly, with such things that happen, Blizzard have chosen poorly. They have chosen not a good time. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. But let me give you the long and the short of it. The Blizzard EU store is a fucking mess. It is a flat-out catastrophe right now. Okay, it's just a shower shit show on top of a shit show on top of a shower of a shit show. And I know, Blizzard, you'll demonetize me for that. But whatevs. You demonetize everybody. So, why do I say this? Well, this is the little trick we've got going on right now. So, if you go on the Blizzard site, for EU, this is what you'll see. Delays, if you ordered after blah, it's not going to get there for Christmas. Sad panda face. I ordered mine, Cuddles orders her, long before Christmas. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen, there's going to be massive delays. Now, if you ever ordered anything off the Blizzard store before, certainly if you ordered it from the US store, which I have, multiple times, you get the most delightful Blizzard. It almost feels like a hamper. It's this beautiful box. It's got like the different World of Warcraft symbols, Blizzard symbols, or it's a glorious thing. I've ordered a couple of things off the Blizzard site in the US, always got one of these boxes, and they're now in my loft. I save them, I do not bin them. They are really they're just cardboard boxes, but they are absolutely stunning. That monstrosity right there, you see that brown box? That brown box is what I got from Blizzard this time. One of the things inside of it was already open, and like the content was laying out in the box. I can't go into details about what's in there, because they are actually Christmas gifts for people. But complete and utter mess. Cuddles, on the other hand, is a whole different kettle of fish. Cuddles' order is not here yet. It will probably not get here for Christmas. So Cuddles went onto the website, onto the support, chatted to them and said, just so you're aware, I ordered all of my things to be delivered to work and not home because I'm always at work. They said, okay, what do you want us to do about it? She said, well, is there any way I can change the address? They said, no, not a chance. She said, okay then. on your website, it says that I can cancel these orders and then just redo the address. Fully aware that, as annoyed as we are that she ordered this way before there was any issue with shipping, but she now has to change the address, cancel stuff, and she knows it's going to come way after Christmas now. They said no. The reason being is you ordered it way in the early part of November. Okay. We have now put that in our processing queue. If it's in the processing queue, you can't cancel anything that's in the processing queue. You aware of that? Nothing can be cancelled once it's in the processing queue. Cuddles has been in the processing queue for over a month now. Now, if you actually look at the terms and conditions, what they say is, if we don't deliver to you in a month, contact us and we'll tell you when we will probably deliver it to you. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Now, this makes you think. So, you're in no way prepared to help. You can't give any feedback. You don't, as a gesture of goodwill, because of everything that's going on with WoW, want to turn around and say, well, look, why don't we'll change the delivery address to people. Now, I understand that fundamentally you might not be able to. I get that. You know, this is a factory, or this is it's not a factory, it's a distribution depot in the Netherlands for Europe. And you might not be able to change addresses. I get that. But here's the thing. Here's the Christmas spirit. Okay? So Cuddles has been checking every day. She's been checking every day. Is this moved from processing to delivery? Shock horror, has it? Has it? She went in, it wasn't there. Excitement. Maybe it's moved on. Maybe it's moved to the next phase. No, it had not. It had just gone. It had just been deleted. Like that. Just gone. So, she goes in, talks to the support person, easy for me to talk. Support person Blizzard. Support person Blizzard says, maybe you ordered it on the US site. You didn't order it from Europe. He's like, no. I literally went through my account, straight into the gear store, and by doing that, I then ordered all of my bits and pieces. So it was EU, definitely. Okay, well, do you want to log into the US site and have a look anyway? She does all this and she says, well, look, okay, here's the thing. I screenshotted all my conversations with the Blizzard support guys. All of them. I've screenshotted them all. I have them all here. Can you explain to me why I was having a conversation with the Blizzard support team about my order? On the EU side, I have screenshots of the order number, everything. If the order never existed. Were we in... was it a Warlords of Draenor? Was it some sort of time crystal anomaly thing? Where in fact we were in a whole parallel dimension where she ordered stuff but not ordered stuff. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that it just disappeared. And in the end, she went, well, log out and then try logging back in again. So she logged out, logged back in again, and lo and behold, it was just there. Da-da-da-dun. Greater invisibility potion had obviously been cast upon this particular order. But Blizzard have given zero fucks about this order. And this order's well over £100, which may not sound a lot to a lot of people, but they are not prepared to refund. They are not prepared to in any way help out their customer base, which at the moment is literally in a state of crisis. 8.1 and BFA as a whole is going down as a horrendous just expansion, even being compared to Warlords of Draenor. And that fucking blows my mind that we are at a stage where we are comparing BFA to Warlords of Draenor. Because I played Warlords of Draenor, and the launch of Warlords of Draenor, I was literally there. I was one of the first on my server to ding max level. I was one of those people stuck in the garrison, waiting for it to finally work. So I know the pain we all went through, and for people to be comparing BFA to that blows my mind. It truly does. But we are. People are comparing one to the other, and that's fucking mad. So we're off again on our journeys. We are actually eventually going all the way up here. But we get to do a nice long flight. At the end of the day, I know this is a rant about gifts and things not coming, and people will say it's Christmas, Grim. It's Christmas, dude. This shit happens. You just gotta suck it up and accept it. And I understand that. And Carlos is like, look, It is what it is. We had things in there that we're going to wear and do silly things on the stream and on YouTube videos, which are kind of pointless now. We'll use them next year if they come at all. It's more the fact that eventually there reaches a point. There reaches a point where you keep hoping and you keep hoping, and eventually the penny just drops and you're like, really? Is this what we've got to? And it's little things like that box that just elevate above. And that's what Blizzard used to do. Blizzard used to try and communicate. Wouldn't always succeed, but they try and communicate their thoughts, their ideas behind things, what they were looking for, what their goal was, where we were going to be headed. They may fall short, they may fail, classes may not be balanced the way they'd like them to be, but there was always a goal. There was always something we're striving towards. Now, since, well, a long time, it's become more and more incoherent. They don't communicate with us. We have these developer Q&As with Ian, and it sounds horrendous, but when even they joke about the bingo boards, the bingo boards are because you talk about the same thing all the time, and we can literally tick off these things are going to happen. But they're not the things we want you to talk about. They're cookie cutter, they're selective, and that's what you always do. You selectively pick the things. When you do blue posts, you selectively pick these gorgeous little cherry things that are like, oh, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do that for you, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do that. Yeah, you happy? Alright, we're good. And then it takes the community, it takes Reddit, it takes Wowhead, it takes all these different sites to turn around and go, the Mythic Plus key can't be deleted now. And Blizzard are like, oh, by the way, shit, forgot to mention the Mythic Plus key can't be deleted. Should never have been able to be. And the funny thing is, the reason it could be deleted, for those of you that weren't there at the beginning of BFA, is because you'd get random fucking keys. Completely random keys. You would do a Mythic 0, and you'd get a plus 22 key. So the reason you could delete them was because you'd get this 22 key you could never do in the gear. So you could just drag it, delete it, and then you get a good one. It was a bug fix. It should never have been there in the first place. So I get Blizzard saying, well, you know, it was never intended to work that way. Yeah, but you fucked up at the beginning, which has made this cascade effect. Learn from that, Blizzard, because you're doing it everywhere at the moment. You're cascading effect. I actually really enjoy the storyline of 8.1 where you do the Gallywix flying quest. If you haven't done it, you should do it. It's so much fun, and it's those moments that remind me of why I love this game. Playing with my friends, doing the hive mind and stuff like that. These are the things I love about WoW. But when you let the little things slide, and again I point to that box, when you let those things slide, you stop respecting and understanding your customers. Then it all starts to unravel, and there's always more games out there. Next year there's some fucking awesome games coming out. Especially for me, I'm a huge single player fan. And Cyberpunk 2077's coming out. Gonna be a huge fan of that. I know all my friends are gonna probably buy Anthem. I know it's EA. Don't look at me like that. Don't judge me. Come on, guys. Come on. I will be waiting to see if there's loot boxes and shit like that. The whole thing was designed around loot boxes, but we won't get into Anthem. But I will have some good juicy stuff on that later down the road. But NDAs and such things, you can't talk about it. So, but Blizzard are starting to slide into this realm where the little things slide and then the big things slide. Don't go down that road, Blizzard. Don't go down that road. And I will leave you guys with a clip from the Warcraft 3 Reforged team. And it says it all. This is the difference. This is why Blizzard was special. And this is what they need to recapture. This is what they need to listen to. Don't listen to the fucking dark side Sith Lord that is Activision. Alright? The reason supposedly you were given so much autonomy is because you hit home runners. And you've still got that in you. Even in the games you've currently got. Even with Overwatch. I know you've abandoned Heroes of the Storm, and I understand that. You know, it was in a market that was already saturated by big killers. You know, Dota and fucking League. You weren't going to compete with them. So I understand why you've kind of reined back in on that. But you've got these games that still got the potential for huge numbers. For huge numbers. If you just put some love into it. Alright, here's the crazy thing. If you make something fantastic, we'll buy it. And we'll keep buying it and we'll keep putting money into it. But if you make something shit and then bolt on microtransactions and bolt on other ways to fill the gap because we're not buying the original product, that tells you something's wrong. You need to listen to that, Blizzard. You need to listen to that. If you're going, subscriptions keep dropping like a stone, subscribers, but we're making up that loss in subscribers through microtransactions, then you're not fucking understanding what's going wrong. And it breaks my heart because I love Blizzard. You can just about see there's a canvas print up on the wall there. Those shelves have Pop's Blizzard things on. I've got my Stein over there from BlizzCon. I've got the airship there. One day I'll show you guys all around here. It's a limited edition Booty Bay print there. I love Blizzard so much. I love their games. But yet, it breaks my heart that they are walking away from the fan base and from the community, and they are walking into this realm where we need to just please the shareholders. Do you know what? Please us as the fans first, and we'll put a lot of money in your pockets, and that in turn will please the shareholders. That's the way you need to look at it. Now, I did say I was going to leave you guys with a clip. Here it is. Please, Blizzard, listen and understand this. Please. I'll catch you guys later. So have a good one.
This is your game, right? We may have made it, but it's your game. It's not our job to tell you guys, everybody in the audience, everybody watching, how to play your game. It's our job to make sure that you can play the game and that you can enjoy the game and that you have the ability to play it the way that you want to play it.